either.
You just said I'm a
I
fresh and
said
fit
we
boy.
were talking about fresh and fitted. You
Okay,
were
Courtney.
agreeing with them, were you
Okay,
not?
let me move forward because I ain't. Let me move forward.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I'm starting to learn that you can't have conversation if we don't agree on facts. We got to agree. If we're gonna discuss what the sky is about, we first have to agree that the sky is blue. So, with that being said, let's start on facts.
Okay.
This to Courtney and to the panel as well. Do you all believe that stereotypes are based in reality?
Is stereotypes are based on some sense of reality, yes.
Okay, and
No,
we have to define something. And I'm not trying to lead you to
Were
an
you
answer or
asking the
play word
panel?
games. We have to
Yeah.
define something.
Yeah, I was
Stereotypes,
going to
for
say
the
not
most
all
part, I would say
stereotypes
are
are based
based.
on reality. Some
Majority
Yeah.
speaking, stereotypes are majority based in facts. Would you all agree?
No,
No.
Let me say.
there are
Well,
lots
I
of
can't even
stereotypes.
That's a
begin to
no.
express myself. We can't agree to facts.
Well, you can still
No, because
express
you said
yourself.
they're based on facts. They're not.
No, I said majority speaking. In general, stereotypes are based in facts, in reality.
No,
Majority
that's
speaking.
incorrect. Lots of stereotypes are
No.
based upon perception, which is why they're often
Right.
disproved.
No, world is not perception. It's about left, right, up, and down.
My
Okay.
thing is this.
So stereotype. Let's look at the definition of stereotype. To believe unfairly that all people or things with the particular characteristics are the same. So that's the definition of a stereotype.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the
Not
denotation.
based in fact.
Yeah, they call it denotation, but the connotation, what we take it as, connotation.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I want to say about that is, one to say is, stereotypes are based on their reality, not the reality, but their reality. Based on how people see them. Like, for example, there are some of these Black women content creators who think all types of evil on Black men because of their reality, which they didn't see everything. That's how I look at that.
See, you already wrong for saying their reality. You got to shake that mindset. It's not there. Reality is its reality within itself. Reality is reality. It's not my reality. It's not your reality. It's not their reality. Reality is reality. Fat
Is that
people,
true?
most fat. I'm a fat guy. Most fat people are slower than smaller people. That's not my reality or a bias. No, it's a stereotype, but it's realistic when you think about it.
That's
But
not a
here's the thing.
stereotype. That's
Well,
not.
hold on. Because let me say this about reality too, because it really depends on your perception. So being that I worked in, I used to volunteer in a healthcare arena, and I used to work with a lot of women that were anorexic, that believed their reality was that they were fat, but they weren't. So, but they perceive themselves to be as such. A lot of people's reality of Black people is what they perceive and what they see on TV. So sometimes you can't say reality is just a fact. It's your perception of is who you're around.
Correct.
Okay, well,
So that's not necessarily true.
Bulimic people think they're fat.
Okay, so y'all don't believe stereotypes is based on some type of truth. That's what y'all saying.
Well, no, what's the stereotype of Black folks that we like chicken?
Derived from the truth is what you're saying.
That's the same. Oh, that's whoever said that. That's perfect.
I said it. That's what you're trying to say.
Exactly. I'm not saying 100%, but more than likely, stereotypes have some sense of reality to it.
I would also say that I don't know if they're more so derived from the truth or derived from an experience, right?
Experience is always personal. My experience could be different from yours, from Courtney, from Omawala. We can't base it on our personal experience. When you have conversation, intelligent people speak in generalities.
You're good at not allowing people to speak. You're really good at that.
Say it one more time.
So I said you're good at not allowing people to speak.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right. So what I was saying is that a stereotype is based upon your experiences that you've had with members of a group, and then you take that experience with the individual members.
No,
of the group.
Stereotype.
Can I finish speaking? You have no discipline,
can't let you
bro.
continue to just spew stupid stuff.
We're allowing you to speak. Can I finish speaking?
Hold on. Finish. Go ahead, Omawale. Then you can respond back to him.
Yeah, so what I was trying to say was that stereotypes are based upon the experience that you've had with members of the group, and you take that experience to be representative of the entire group. For an example, I've come across a lot of heavy-set men who know how to sing. So if I saw you as a heavy-set man and said you probably can sing, that would be me stereotyping you. A lot of Black people are perceived, we're talking about perception, to know how to dance because Black people tend to be the best dancers. So you
Well,
will
we
see a Black,
are. That's the
hold
thing.
on.
It's
Not all
realistic.
Black people can
Africa, we
dance.
gyrate our hips. We know how to
Can I,
catch a beat. It's
Hold on,
really
let me
let him
finish.
let
true.
him
Let me finish
let
my
him
point.
finish, and
Okay.
you can
All right,
speak
go ahead.
after.
I'm sorry.
And
Let me mute
closing
my
the
mic.
point that
Hold on. Go ahead.
and closing the point that I'm trying to make and state the reason why stereotypes are not based upon facts and reality, because there are lots of Black people who cannot dance. There are lots of Black people who are not athletic. There are
It's not
lots
the
of Black people.
majority.
Okay, all right. So I'll yield the floor back to you, my man.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on, Bolo. Welcome to the stream, Bolo. Are you there?
I am here.
Okay. What you got for me on the topic, Bolo?
I think what my man Derek and Wally was saying, I think is carries a lot of fact. What Raphael, I think his name is, what he
Mm-hmm.
said, there is some type of validity to stereotypes, but basically what Wally is saying, which is total fact, that from our experiences or from a typical group that we see acting a certain way, we tend to generalize and make it bigger, you know what I'm saying, than it actually is. Do stereotypes sometimes help? It does. Sometimes stereotypes help, sometimes it doesn't. But I just would like to hear where he was going with the stereotypes, right?
Okay.
Because when we're talking about the fresh and fit, you're talking about gentlemen that you're talking about men from the rumors of the campfire a few years ago were in the manosphere in the audience taking notes, and now they're teaching. And from
Mm-hmm.
what I'm hearing, we're talking about men that are charging, men that are seeking help, right? And Mr. Draw can correct me if I'm wrong. Men that are seeking help and that come to these men for guidance, and these guys are pushing. If you don't have, you need to have 35 women under your belt as far as smashing. Um, there is no accountability as far as talking to the men about the types of women that they're choosing, the type of women that they're ending up with. There is no accountability, and I've watched several of their videos. Do they talk about cryptocurrency and getting your weight up and all these things? They do. However, the morality and the character and the integrity of a man, I hardly see them speaking on that. So I would like Mr. Draw to really um, get in on that, because a lot of the things that they're saying that they did, they don't do. And they're charging men $1,000 for an hour for counseling. And and from the experience of watching the videos and some of these women, they're bringing up, forgive me, they're bringing up airheads, and they're trying to make
Right.
them represent what women are.
Right.
So they tell women that we're just coming up to drink, and we're going to ask you a few questions, and then they hit them. Then Fit will grab out this notepad with all his background he's done.
Now
And
y'all see why I cut people off. He just going on a tangent. You didn't make a definitive question, a definitive statement. How can I
Well,
answer anything you just said?
no. Hold on,
then-
because we're
and
not
so
just
then-
going to be
so then
cutting
let me
people
give you
off
the
on my
definitive
platform.
He
We're
just
going to let people speak.
Courtney. He was just talking for 60 seconds.
Bro, this is not
Where's
your
the
show,
emotional
man.
intelligence?
Hold on.
right,
If
so
I
let me
want him
ask-
to talk for 60 minutes, so let him speak, and you can rebut after he's done.
all right, so then I'll ask a question. Can you pick out a video where these men talk about men, about their integrity, character, and them picking the wrong women? The floor is yours, sir.
Come on now, you know that's not a legit question. You said, "Can I
That
pick
is
out
a
a
legit
video?"
question.
We having
That
a
is a legit
dialogue.
brother.
What
Hold
you
on.
mean? How can I
asked
pick
me-
out a
hold on, wait,
video?
brother. You asked me to ask you a question.
No, you saying, "Can I pick out a video?" I'm on live chat with
So
you
then
all
whether
talking.
you
What do you
pick
mean
out a
pick out a
video or
video?
not, okay, cool. So I'll rephrase the question. can you please tell me when they've ever spoken about a man's integrity and character and them taking the onus of picking the wrong woman and things of that nature?
All the
For you.
time. They say vet women properly. Don't vet women who on Instagram all the time showing they tail. Women that's in and out of
Let me
relationships.
say it again to you. Can you tell me where they talk about the men and their integrity and character and them picking the wrong woman? Not them saying that the women are wrong. The integrity of the men is what I'm asking you, sir. Can you
They
tell
saying-
me? Can you tell me when they've done that? Because I've watched Fresh and Fit. I've watched at least 30, 40 of their videos.
Okay, so you a fanboy like me. Okay, that's good to
Not
hear.
at all.
So
I'm not a
look,
No.
What I do is before I speak on something, I try to do some research, unlike you.
see, look,
That's
I didn't
why-
want to go on this rabbit hole because what you did was move the goalpost. We were talking about preferences.
I asked you to tell me. You asked me to ask you a question because my soliloquy was too long.
Okay, man.
So I'm asking you. I don't understand why we're getting emotional about it, brother. We're having a conversation.
See, it's not emotional, bozo.
You're huffing and puffing and doing all these things, my G. We're
There's
having
nothing wrong with me.
The emotional,
what I'm
the
saying
emotional
to you is-
intelligence from him is just on a. It's
Yo,
sorry, bro. Go ahead.
I don't have to be a fanboy to watch videos to see what these men are about.
So,
I'm asking
well,
you-
tell Courtney that when she said I watch him, it was called a joke, man. Lighten up.
Okay.
Calm down. Lighten up.
Okay. All right. Well, let's not. Well,
ask you.
All right,
Can you
Courtney, you
give
might
me-
have to cut his water off.
I'm just
No, don't do that, Courtney. It's freedom of speech. I ain't calling nobody out their name or nothing
Well,
like
look,
that.
now, I mean, hold on. We had a conversation yesterday, so I'm familiar with how he, and right now he's being cool. Like I said, we went back and forth yesterday, but his perspective, I do want to get because he agrees with Fresh and Fit as far as with relating to this. And so I do want to hear what you have to say. You just got to be a little bit more respectful on how you saying it. Can you do that for me at least?
But Courtney, yes, ma'am. But Courtney,
Thank
I
you,
never
sir.
called anyone out their name. I've been talking. I may have a harsh tone, but I'm not disrespecting any man right now, or nor you. So don't make me the bad guy. I'm just talking how I talk.
I'm not. Hey, I can't make you be anything that perception is reality. So it's what people are perceiving you to be.
Okay, so let me say this. Well, initially, my whole point when I got on, I couldn't even finish it because we couldn't even agree on just topical situations. But I'm just going to say this. I'm going to leave it at this.
Okay.
And we can tell you what we want to. When the guy said he don't date black women, such and such, they crazy keisas, etc. Okay, maybe may have been a little harsh. He probably could have delivered it a little bit better, but that's his preference. Now I'm gonna flip the roles. When women say they don't like light skins because we emotional, we sensitive, we crazy, low dick energy, etc. Nobody bats an eye at that. We only in the uproar when somebody speaks about black women. It's all these light skin jokes, Drake voice, and all this whole bull crap. Come on, man.
But that's not. Did you not hear my beginning? I talked for a minute, and I said the exact same. And I said black women need to get the exact same energy because we're also doing it as well. Look. Let me show. I saw this, which
So don't, Courtney. Can I say something, Courtney?
Yeah.
If you say that, leave it at that. Don't double down and say they bashing black women. Leave it at that then.
Well, no. I'm not. What I said at the beginning is what I stand on is that we can't be, and I said this legit verbatim, we can't get mad at Fresh and Fit when they say these outlandish things about black women. And black women say the same thing as far as, I want someone tall, dark, and handsome. Well, maybe that will make someone that's short, light skinned, fat, or whatever feel a certain kind of way.
Right. I like the
So
fat part.
I said the exact same thing. You saw when I put up pictures of Al B. Shore and Christopher Williams when we was all about the light skin and the curly hair, and that's what women wanted. And then New Jack City came out, and here go Wesley Snipes, and then we all want the dark man, and I get it.
Right.
So I the conversation is really about your preference, and of course, Fresh and Fit is making this conversation come to the forefront today, but it's about your preference. I saw a meme, and light skinned men get it tough. This meme right here I saw was Choppy. And I mean, we make memes of light
Right.
skinned
Now,
guys.
if that was a
So-
black woman, if that was a black woman with a bat licking his lips, it'd be uproar. That's what I'm saying.
well, hold on, because there is memes of black women, dark skinned women with blonde hair, and then say they look like a cigarette or a lighter or something like that. So it's, I mean, everybody's getting it. Is it right? No.
And there is uproar when that happens. That's all I'm saying, Courtney.
Well, good. And
But
it
what's
needs
the
to be
point of
uproar
that?
with these guys.
Pardon me?
Can I say something?
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead. Is that Hakeem?
Okay. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. What's the whole point of that? Because you're Rafael. We can see you're a man, right? What point does that have to do with anything? We're on this topic. We're on this subject matter. Why do we got to keep moving the goalpost? Just like if we were talking about women, and then we made it about if we were talking about women, and then they said, well, black men do it too. What's the whole prerogative of it? And this whole time, I'm sorry, but you said that you weren't fresh and fit, Stan. It sounds like you are.
See, you just had homonyms, man. The whole topic was that they downgrading black women. They don't like their own skin color. It's self-hatred. I'm simply saying it's preference. That's all I'm saying, man.
No, but Bolo
I
asked you a
think
question. Go ahead, Bolo. I'm sorry.
That
Don't
was me, but
run.
I'll let you.
No,
I'll let you
don't run
finish.
because I caught you up.
He's not. He's still there. He's just allowing people to speak what you need to do, Raphael.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
what I was going to say, and I appreciate Hakeem's contribution as well, but I just wanted to add that I think the point that at least I'm trying to articulate is that it's more than a preference when it's rooted in self-hate. What I'm trying to push us towards is examining where our preferences come from and how they are shaped, right? Because once again, preference implies desirability. When you exist within a culture, the prevailing or dominant culture shapes what you view as desirable traits. So that means that blackness is going to have a certain connotation and whiteness is going to have a certain connotation. I mean, Dr. King said a very long time ago, it's so ensconced or ensconced in the culture that it's even in the dictionary, right? We talk about devil cake and angel pie, right? One is black, one is white. But even when you're talking about these conversations about light-skinned men, they're rooted in the same traits of desirability, right? Dark skin is viewed as masculine. So when you see a light-skinned man like licking his lips or doing something that's referred to as light skin, and I'm using air quotes here, that's because light skin is viewed as the opposite of dark skin. So on a man, dark skin is going to be seen as more attractive to most women because most women are attracted to masculinity. But once again, though that's based upon the views of the culture, and the prevailing views, especially in the Western world, is that this is why dark skinned women get written off as strong. They're aggressive. Yeah, like Kodak Black was saying that like in his commentary, like he didn't have to be taught that. Like you get that from the culture, right? You don't have to like black people are perfectly capable of practicing anti-blackness. That's why you see with the Kenneth and Mamie Clark, the Dow test, both the white kids and the black kids picked the same choices when it came to light-skinned dolls versus dark-skinned dolls. That's because they both are being raised within the same anti-black culture. And that's what we're trying to get to when we're talking about preference.
Let me say this too, right? I'm all about having preferences. You know what I'm saying? You know, you like what you like. You know, you can't go against that. But let me ask you a question, Mr. Draw. If a white woman said to you, you know, you speak really eloquently, would you take that as a compliment or disrespect? You speak
No, I take it as a compliment because when I be in the hood, niggas is blah blah blah. I didn't do nothing. When I'm around niggas, they don't know how to talk proper English.
So
When you talk proper English, they say it's talking white. You gotta learn how to enunciate your words, speak with clarity, learn proper dictation. I understand what she's saying. I'm not taking it emotionally. I understand what they're saying. When I come around, when I be around the professional environment, I'm a validation engineer. I'm in the automotive industry. When I'm around, I conduct myself properly. White people be surprised, like, oh, he's not getting mad. He's not aggressive. He cool. Yeah.
So do you have any children? Do you have any children, Mr. Draw?
I answered your question. Now you ask me another one. No, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say if you had children and a white person said to you, "Damn, that's good. You take care of your children," would you take that as a disrespect?
No, I wouldn't. Because when I look at my brothers and my uncles and all them, it's all broken families. Motherfucking the it's baby mamas, baby daddies, everybody, and people ain't got driver's license. People ain't got good paying jobs. People bullcrapping. I wouldn't take it personal.
Okay,
But do you see?
You happen
Well,
to be.
I'll let you finish.
Yeah, you happen to be one of the few that wouldn't take offense to it. Right? You happen to be one of the few. When you're talking about a nationality, right, a color, right, and he says to the black woman, "You're different. You're not like all other black women." That's where the disrespect comes in. So you having your preference is not a problem. If you like vanilla, go for vanilla. If you like chocolate, go for chocolate. But when you say that you're not like every other black woman, that's where the connotation and disrespect comes in. That's the point. So you happen to be the few that wouldn't take offense to it. I wouldn't take offense to it, but I can see where it could be offensive.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Haitian. Back in the 80s, Haitian wasn't the thing to be. So when they would find out that I was Haitian, they would say, "You're different. You're not like all the other Haitians." So that was a disrespect.
Right. Can I ask one question, Courtney?
Sure.
Why is my volume so low when I'm on my phone like this? What I need to do? Because I can barely hear y'all.
You can't hear?
Or do I need to put headphones in or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
put
right.
your headphones in.
All right. Apologies, Bozo. But not Bozo. I've been calling you that for a long time now. Since Anton Dang, I've been saying it's natural. I'm sorry, Bozo. Apologies. But
it's all good. It's all
I
good.
want to ask one thing. Can I ask one question?
Please, you can, brother. Yeah.
And I want to ask this to everybody, and I'm gonna leave after this. What percentage would you say of the black community? We're gonna make it about black women. I was gonna do it overall, but the topic was about black women. What percentage of black women would you say is Keisha's? Do I need to expound on what Keisha mean?
Yeah, what does Keisha mean? Because Keisha just a name. What does Keisha mean?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, you okay, Courtney? Okay. Keisha is city girls. JT, the ratchet, the loud, the aggressive, the weaver dirties, masculine, obnoxious, uncooperative. Can't tell them nothing. They get pregnant by you, and then they say, "I don't need a man," and all that. What percentage of the black women overall would you say are like that?
I don't know.
That's hard to quantify.
You can't say I don't know.
How can you give a percentage? You're just getting these ideas off.
It's her opinion. I'm asking your opinion, Courtney.
I don't know the percentage. I don't know the percentage.
I don't know either.
Like, I don't know
the percentage.
But here's the thing.
I'd say the same.
You hear black women say that. You hear white women say they don't need a man. White women have children out of wedlock and don't want the man in their life. So you hear this a lot.
No, Courtney. You're diverging from my question, Courtney.
You want to know how many percent of women are not being good women?
You don't make my question. I asked you a simple question.
Well, the answer is I don't know.
I'll give you the answer.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'll say the same percentage of men that are the same way.
See, look how people play games. Can you give me a percentage, man?
Just gave you whatever the percentage of what we call the.
I don't know what that is.
Well, there you go.
Well, you obviously don't know.
You can't if you're asking us to pull out a number out of our behind.
Eugene, you see how they playing with me, Eugene?
I'm trying not to, brother.
I'm asking a simple question. What percentage do you think? I'm asking a simple question.
I don't know.
I think it's a small percentage.